The next type of transformation that I'm going to discuss with you is the vertical translation. This is what we call the slide. It moves up when you add a number, and it moves down when you subtract a number. So let's give an example. Let's say that our function is 2x plus 3, and let's say we want to do a transformation of f of x plus 5. So how will this be described? This is going to be described as a vertical translation 5 units up. And let's again review why it's vertical. It's vertical because you are adding outside of the parentheses. So anything that happens outside the parentheses affects the vertical axis or the y values. Anything that happens inside the parentheses affects the horizontal values or the x values. So this is a vertical translation 5 units up. And your tables would look like this. Your original table first would look like, and again, I want to keep my domain as -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And just for convenience purposes, you're going to just plug this in on y equals. You're going to go to table, and it would show you all the range with the domain of -2 to 2, and that is range of -1, 1, 3, 5, and 7, which is what we're going to use. So -1, 1, 3, 5, and 7. This table represents your original function. So this is your original function, and we're going to make a table that represents your transform function. Let's look at this. It says vertical, which means that all the y values are affected, not the x. So therefore, the x will stay the same, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And your y will be translated 5 units up, meaning to say you're going to add 5 to all of them. Adding 5 to that gives it a 4, that becomes a 6, this becomes 8, this becomes 10, and that becomes a 12. This table now represents your new or translated function. Let us now do our equation. So our equation, the original is f of x equals 2x plus 3, and then you wanted to add 5 to your function. But your f prime of x will be your f of x plus a 5, meaning this is going to be inside, and your final transformed function would look like 2x plus 8. That is your new function. Let us now give an example of the translation that moves down. Let's say we have the same function f of x equals 2x plus 3, but let's say you want your f of x to be a -4. Let's say you want it to be a -4. Again, describe it, and the description is a vertical translation 4 units down. We want the old table, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, which is a -1, 1, 3, 5, and 7. This is your original, and your new table is gonna come from the description right here. It says vertical translation, meaning to say y values will be affected, x won't. So copy them down, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and all the y values are going to be translated 4 units down, meaning that's a -4. So if you subtract 4 from here, it becomes a -5. -4 here is a -3. -4 is a -1. -4 is a 1. -4 is a 3. This is now the table of your transform function. So this is your original, this is your transform function, or your new one. Let us now go to our equation. Our equation is now going to look like f of x equals 2x plus 3. But your f prime of x will ask you to subtract 4 from your function, and this is your function, so it's going to be 2x plus 3 and then minus 4. Your f prime x will now become 2x minus 1.